5 years ago on Patriots Day, the then host of the show, Emily Rooney, had taken the day off. She was waiting on the corner of Marlborough and Clarendon, planning to meet a friend when she heard a muffled roar and knew something wasn't right. She has this reflection on what followed.
I headed toward the sound and recognized then 25 News anchor Maria Stefanos. I stopped her and asked, what happened? Recently, we met there to recount that day.
So we were walking away from the finish line. My husband had his Mylar blanket on him, and we heard this boom. I grabbed my phone, I turned around, and I took that picture. Time freezes, and your heart stops, and you think, what has just happened at the finish line? I tell you, you knew it was something bad. As we're trying to get away from it, boom again. And I see you. You said, what happened? And I said, this is what happened. And I took my phone out and I showed you, and you said, send me that picture.
She did. I rushed toward the finish line, immediately hearing talk of severed legs and feet, people lying in pools of blood. For the next few days, my colleague Jared Bone and I roamed the perimeters of 11 city blocks cordoned off from the public. We saw the remnants of normal life suddenly frozen in place. Uneaten food, unclaimed clothing, and we found many people with a story to tell.
We were waiting for our daughter. She's a little person. When the second bomb went off, there was more mayhem than the first bomb. People started running, and there was a stampede pretty much, so it was just knocked to the pavement.
I heard the explosions when I was in the porta potty, and I kind of opened the door and I saw all the volunteers running, like sprinting away. And so I just kind of grabbed everything I had and I followed them.
A mountainous memorial grew in Copley Square.
We got another batch for you. Make sure I find a good spot.
It just breaks my heart.
It would be days before we knew anything about who did this or why. The psyche of the city was in disrepair.
It's just really it's really nerve-wracking. It's in the air. It feels different.
Now, 5 years later, life is pretty much back to normal, although some landmarks are gone. The Forum restaurant, site of the second blast, is no more. And a few doors down, Sugar Heaven is all boarded up. Marathon Sports, site of the first blast, is as busy as ever. And Maria Stefanos reminds me that day 5 years ago, we were all in it together.
What did it matter that you worked
right.
one place and I worked someplace? This bomb had gone off.
Yeah.
That's all that mattered.
No, I appreciate it.
And we had to do that. We had to share it just to get the information out to people.
I'm grateful she did. Emily Rooney, WGBH News.